Good morning, everybody. It is Wednesday, June 30th, TMF Podcast. I'm just getting up, getting ready to go to work here, and we're going to talk quickly about Clover Health. Clover Health, as you can see on the 30-minute chart, forming a solid bull flag. Yesterday, I had a pretty good gap up, 13%, a little bit of pullback. Ended up closing the day 4% up, is up 1.27% currently in the after hours, and it did peak in the twos. All that really doesn't matter until that 9:30 bell, as we know. But let's take a look at the longer term chart here. Clover Health is on a high short interest chart as well. It's 36% short. Yesterday's borrow fee went up to 135% rate to borrow. What does that mean? Means a lot of things. Means you could get some shorts covering. You could see some spikes like so on these days leading up into this 1525 before the sell-off. We could see all of that. We could also potentially see, let's zoom out here, something even more critical where it ran up to $28. We could see that happen in the coming days, in the coming weeks. Look, we don't know. What I do know is Clover Health is currently sitting at $13.54. Clover Health is probably going to see upwards of $15, possibly by the end of the week. If not the end of this week, definitely next week on the current trajectory that it is going. Look, this looked a little bit bearish as it went down, as a lot of them do after run-ups. However, it did find its support level here in the high 12s, bounced back up, and now we're looking to see Clover Health continue the uptrend into the end of the week and see if we can't end somewhere around the $15, $16 mark again. So if you're in Clover Health, hang on. Hang on. If you're not in Clover Health and you'd like to, look at the options chain expiring next week on July 9th. I would give yourself more time because today is Wednesday. If you're buying equity and shares, buy it and hold it. Look for that. I don't know that we're going to get a big dip here. We might get a little red candle, but I do expect this to turn green for the rest of the day and also close in the green. All it needs is that volume. It's building up in the pre-market. Always a good sign for stocks in the pre-market that are up to continue to go up. Not always going to happen, but this one looks promising. I like the bullish nature of it. The sentiment behind it is also bullish, and we can look at what's happened in the previous days where it did have spikes. Even on days where it sold off going into that day, it did have some good spikes during the day. So there is money to be made in Clover Health. So if you're in it, stay in it. I'd ride it out for a little longer. If you're not in it and you're thinking about buying, I think it's got good upside here. It did already hit the downside of $11 off the big run up. But even still, on the days where you were forming this bearish flag, you still had good profit to be had at the opening bell. Clover does seem to be one of those stocks that really likes to rip at market open. So you got about just under 2.5 hours to make up your mind whether or not you're going to ride this Clover train with us. Till next time, check out my other videos. Hit the like button, the subscribe button. Leave me a comment. Let's talk about it. Good luck today.